Welcome to my channel. Shahadat anniversary of the Lady of Heavens and Earth Sayyida Fatima al Zahra, salaamullah alaiha. On this gloomiest day of the Shahadat of Bibi Fatima, let's pray for early reappearance of last Imam, and may Allah hasten his divine revenge through Hazrat-e Baqiyatullah atfs from everyone who caused sadness to Bibi Fatima, and rebuild Jannatul Baqi, Ameen. Name, Fatima. Title, Al Zahra, Sayyidatun Nisa. Designation, 1 of 14 INFA. Kunyat, al-Aima, Abiya. Father, Muhammad ibn Abdullah. Mother, Khadija bint Khuwailid. Born 20th Jumada 2, 615 AD. Died 3rd Jumada 211 AH, 632 AD***. Martyred by injury. Buried, Cemetery of Jannatul Baqi. Lived 18 years, 9 months. Introduction. Understanding the personality of Fatima al Zahra as a source of better understanding the teachings of Islam and the events before and after the demise of the Prophet, and benefiting from this great role model. In this regard, many Islamic writers and thinkers recount various aspects of Lady Fatima's personality. In doing so, they refer to the words of the Ahlul Bayt who knew her better than anyone else. The narrations used in this article are those accepted by both Shia and Sunni scholars. Fatima al Zahra. In the words of Prophet Muhammad, certainly no one knows Lady Fatima better than her father, Prophet Muhammad. Fatima, the leader of the Muslim women, the Prophet of Islam, the leader of the Islamic nation, when describing Fatima al Zahra says, Fatima is the leader of the women of this nation. Fatima, the perfect human being. The Prophet said, many men have reached perfection, but from among all women only 4 women have reached perfection. No other woman apart from these 4 will reach this status. Those 4 women are, Asiya 4, Maryam 5, Khadija 6 and Fatima 78. In other words, the Prophet presents these 4 women as the best and highest moral and practical examples for women in all ages, from the past until the future, whom all women should follow. Fatima Zahra. In the words of the Imams from among the writers and speakers who have described her, the Imams have a prominent and greater role in our recognition of her qualities because they are her progeny and can introduce her better than anyone. In truth, if they and their eloquent words in describing her personality and status were not present, our information and recognition today regarding the lady would be very limited. Fatima Zahra. In the words of the Imams from among the writers and speakers who have described her, the Imams have a prominent and greater role in our recognition of her qualities because they are her progeny and can introduce her better than anyone. In truth, if they and their eloquent words in describing her personality and status were not present, our information and recognition today regarding the lady would be very limited. Below are some sayings of the Imams in this regard. Fatima's understanding and knowledge of the Prophet. Imam Bakir has narrated, some war booty had reached Imam Ali and he gifted it to Fatima. She went to the bazaar and bought 2 silver bracelets and a curtain. When she returned home, she put on the bracelets and hung the curtains. The Prophet was traveling at this time, and when he returned he went to the mosque, since it was his usual habit when he returned from a trip to go to Imam Ali's house from the mosque to visit Fatima. Fatima, who had heard that her father had returned, hurried enthusiastically and happily to welcome her father, but as soon as the Prophet saw the silver bracelets on her hand and the curtains at the door, he returned. Fatima's eyes filled with tears. She said, my father has never reacted in this way with me. She removed the curtain from the entrance, took off the bracelets, and called Hassan and Hussein. She then sent bracelets and the curtain with them and said, go to my father and give him my salam. The young Hassan and Hussein went to the Prophet and gave their mother's greetings, including the parcel she had given them. The Prophet hugged and kissed both of them and sat them on his knee. After that, he asked that the bracelets be broken and have the pieces distributed among the shelterless and poor muhajirs, the companions of Safa. He also gave the curtains to those who had no clothes. He then said, may God have mercy on Fatima and clothe her with heavenly clothes in return for this curtain and reward her with heavenly ornaments in reward for these 2 bracelets. The Prophet's love for Fatima. The Prophet's high regard for Lady Fatima as that of a woman who was held with high esteem is seen in Imam Bakir's narration. Whenever the Prophet decided to travel, he would bid farewell to his family members first. In the end, he would say goodbye to Fatima. The last person he would meet before traveling was Fatima, and the first person whose house he would visit upon his return was Fatima. Conclusion: this paper offered a description of Lady Fatima by the Prophet, the Imams, and herself. The Prophet introduces Fatima as the leader of the women of the world. She is one of the few perfect women in this world, an angel in the form of a human being perfumed with the scent of heaven. If virtue had a face, it would be in the form of Fatima, and indeed, even greater than that person. She is the bright star of guidance and a part of the Prophet. She is his joy, her children the apple of his heart, and her husband, Ali, the light of his eyes. Friendship and enmity with Fatima is friendship and enmity with the God and the Prophet, and her pleasure and displeasure is God and the Prophet's pleasure and displeasure. The Imams too have spoken of her deep understanding of the Prophet as well as her great wisdom and knowledge. She was the dearest person to Prophet, and she too loved him greatly. They have also referred to her as someone who has implemented the best modest dress, hijab. She was pure of all evils, and when she stood in prayer, her light would shine upon the inhabitants of the skies. She is the leader of the women of the world and showed her immense love for others, especially during her prayers. She was modest in front of her husband Ali and diligent when performing her household duties. She describes herself as someone whose pleasure is that of God's, as someone who loves the Prophet greatly, is a part of his household, is an intercessor on the Day of Judgment, and loves three things from this world: spending in the path of God, reciting the Book of God, Quran, and gazing at the face of the Prophet. The Prophet and Imams deeply comprehended Lady Fatima for her noble qualities and roles as a daughter, wife, and mother. Indeed, she was the ideal Muslim woman, as she served the most perfect example for all. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more videos.